hosted a 3-day dispensary event in the Bronx. The idea is to show what a dispensary looks like, not only from the front of the house, but also in the back of the house, to give people an idea of all the different components that take place. We had a chance to go and visit it, and here's what we learned.
And the Bronx's first adult retail cannabis use experience. This is not only a workforce development fair, but it is also a community activation event. Today is our opportunity to remain true to our commitment to support educating our community around this amazing moment. This is the first of the kind in New York, and of course, where would we do it but in the Bronx?
No, hold on, we're in the Bronx. Good morning! And a historic morning. Buenos días, la energía, por favor, somos del Bronx.
Yes.
Okay, BX, now this is how we roll in the BX feeling. We must learn, and we must capitalize on this moment that has historically and systemically criminalized Black and brown folks. And so in this moment, while we are here, let's not forget that many of our uncles, brothers, hermanas, tías are still doing time, are still behind bars. And this generation has an opportunity to change that narrative.
Really, for us, we are all about education. I like to say a rising tide lifts all boats. So when it comes to these first round of CAURD licensees, we really want to set them up for success. We know that there's lots of questions when it comes to seed to sale and compliance. Why is it important to have a cannabis-specific point of sale versus a regular point of sale? And we really wanted to lead by example.
Is Dutchie in any of the medical dispensaries in New York now?
So currently we do work with the majority of the New York medical dispensaries as well. So already we're very familiar with compliance in New York as it pertains to cannabis.
I hear you are one of the first licensees.
Yes, that is true.
So tell me about the process and how you felt when you found out.
The process was grueling. I mean, that application, just to get it in, I would sit for at least 6 to 8 hours every day, and then probably another 2 hours at night, just doing that application for about 20 days, 26 days. So the process was really hard to get in. Now that I'm here and I'm in, I'm happy, I'm ecstatic, couldn't be more happier.
And what about finding a location? What's the status on that for you?
Working with OCM and DASNY, we're still working on it, trying to figure things out, logistics, laws, municipalities. There's a bunch of wheels moving, a bunch of parts going. So,
how did you find out? When did they send you an email? Did they call you?
I actually found out through a very important person in my life. Her name is Cheryl Murray. She's part of the Justice Foundation, who helps Justice Involved. And she sent me an email with the list of applicants that were approved. And I just went through the list, and I see my number on it. I went back, I double checked, and I went back, I screenshot, I brought it down to my girlfriend, and she checked, and just kept double checking. Once we were sure, I was so happy. I started yelling, just running around with my son, bouncing him up and down, and it was just exciting.
Now, the first licensees had to have had some kind of situation with the law, incarceration, or something of that sort. What was your connection in that area?
I had 2 cannabis charges from a long time ago that were on my record, so that is what allowed me to fill out the application to meet the requirements.
This must feel crazy that one day you went to jail for this and the next day you're actually going to be legally making money.
It is. I mean, it's insane. You know, you go from selling it, doing it illegally, trying to be low, you got a little bit on, you don't want to get caught, to now it's like, okay, the city's saying go ahead and do it, even though it's regulated, highly regulated. They're telling me to go ahead and sell cannabis, which has been a dream of mine since I was a kid.
I'm Deborah Borchardt reporting for the Green Market Report from the Bronx in New York.